Did you know boys used to be called girls? Until the late 15th century, the word girl was used to refer to a child of any gender. Maiden child was used for a little boy, and gay girl was used for a girl, as in female, as in the way we mean it now. Not to confuse us all. The word boy was actually a derogatory term for servants, and man was used for an adult of any gender, which interestingly is how our 21-month-old refers to all adults, even though he has two mums.
Having only two genders is a colonizer social construct. Here are just a few cultures that prove that. First of all, there's a ton of indigenous tribes that recognize multiple genders. Diné alone have like 4 to 6. And then Mexican Zapotecas in Oaxaca have muchos. And they used to be Aztec priests and Mayan gods, but then colonizers. Sworn virgins in Albania. Women who swore to live as men and never do the sex again so that they could have man privileges. Hawaii's third gender, Mahu, are actually valued and respected. They're seen as caretakers, healers, and teachers of ancient traditions. Bisu in Indonesia, they're a combination of all genders. They're said to be a mixture between human and God, and they can bless things. Also, according to legend, they created the entire world. And Hijras, based in Hinduism, this includes intersex, fluid, and trans people. They bless families and they were always really respected. But then Christianity, thank you.
It's only when I'm lying in bed on my own, and I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone.
Mortal Kombat, bitch, you have made it to the next motherfucking challenge. Me.
I feel like just in being out here doing this, even the people who don't stop to talk and ask questions, they look at me, they look at my sign, and if all these people have ever seen is the demonization of trans people in the news and media, and then they see me holding this sign standing in Times Square with a couple of my friends, they see just a group of normal looking people. There's nothing scary about us. And I think that that makes a difference. Right?
Agreed.
In any indigenous culture, there was space for trans and non-binary folk, and they were integral parts of our society in every indigenous culture you can find. So my transness is in my blood, it's in my DNA. It's what has been going on since before any man-made religion, any of these like standards that we hold ourselves to, any male woman, all of that. That's just a way to oppress, you know, a way to keep in line, a way to segregate everybody. And that's why I feel it's so important to be really into your culture, like to figure out your culture, because we are always programmed to believe what our parents need us to believe instead of what is actually going through our veins, in our DNA, in our blood.
It's day 9610 of being a human.
The fact that something as basic and fundamental as emotions and how they are experienced is gendered so intensely is very frustrating to me. Because what Dylan Mulvaney has gone through is insane, and any human being would be more than justified in lashing out and being angry and screaming. But for trans women, if you express any sort of negative emotion about the very real and vitriolic abuse that you go through in this world, that can be weaponized against you as proof that your femininity isn't real. A very similar thing happens with Black women who have to go over the top to make themselves non-threatening and polite because simple expressions of emotion can be used to take femininity away from us. Gender as a control tactic is so strong, it literally requires superhuman effort just to be accepted.
This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
TERF is a slur to silence you? Damn, I wish it worked. Shut the f*** up!
One thing that I do, and I think it's my duty as someone who's white, and, you know, I profit from whiteness because it's a system that has been implemented for hundreds of years. And just because I'm white, I get to navigate certain spaces easily. And I get to have an authority, and I get to have a truth that is not questioned, right? So it is my duty to remind people that the gender binary is racist, you know, and a lot of people is like, oh, you're crossing some lines here. Like, what is going on, right? Especially, like, of course, white people who just are really uncomfortable about that.
I hope you keep on serving cunt. Keep on serving cunt. Keep on serving cunt. Okay. Keep on serving cunt. Keep on serving cunt.
This clip is easily my favorite moment from the anti-fascist rally against Ron DeSantis today at UVU. A protester comes and hits the stairs with a chalk bomb, and God, I wish you could see the faces of the 10 to maybe 15 pro-DeSantis and Trump supporters when all of the protesters rolled up like this. Check it out.
What do we do? Stand up, fight back! When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back!
Clap, clap, clap.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to be masculine. I don't want to be feminine. I just want to be like regular. I just want to be like medium. Maybe even extra medium.
These are human beings. Yeah. And I could cry. They're not harming anybody. No. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know. I mean, you know, and I've said this before, and I'm going to get in trouble. But I have said this before, and it's been in print. I don't know what the difference between our Christian right and the Taliban is. I have no idea what the difference is.
You're not the only person who's said that.
I just don't know what the difference is. Yeah. What's happening in this country right now in the name of religion is so dangerous.
What about people who just think it is plain wrong, that, you know, God made men men and women women and there shouldn't be any gender fluidity? Or
well, God's not real and I am, so do that with that.
Hey Belle, it's 9 p.m. It's time for your estrogen shot.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Yo, bro, who got you smiling like that? Like, kill the lights, so baby, close your eyes.
So we noticed that y'all were having some trouble morally, all right? So we're just gonna go ahead and just present y'all with two options, okay? Y'all have the option to eliminate one of these from public life. Okay. You have to decide unanimously. Your options are either mass shootings, right? Or trans people. Oh, the shootings, obviously, right? Everybody agrees? Parents, students, teachers in the back, everybody with common sense? Yeah, I think we're on the same page. Right, evangelical Christian Betty Sue? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know? Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought confusion would arise here at this event from evangelical Christian Betty Sue, no less? What's got you so stumped, Betty? Thank you so much for asking. I just feel like we should take a moment and think of the children. The children, yes. Like, I don't have to explain to my 2-year-old son what a gun is. I throw on Bad Boys 2, he's good to go. But pronouns? Who explains that? The same person who always does. The 2nd grade English teacher. Well, they never let me get to that grade, but just think of my husband who works at the NRA. What would happen to our pockets? I'm sorry. How else would we make our money? All I know is Jesus wouldn't want this. He loved AK-47s. And who told you that? Tucker Carlson. Right.
It is Horse Girl Spring.
Everyone has an inner horse girl, and it's time to let her out.
This spring, we won't be walking.
We'll be galloping.